I want to introduce you to my dear friend, Robyn Lea, who is an author, a photographer, and the creator of a new book called A Room of Her Own. Robyn has just arrived all the way from Australia, and we've gathered an incredible group of women who are all featured inside the book to celebrate this launch. I'm so glad you're here. In your introduction, I know you talk about this new Renaissance woman, so I wanted to hear a little bit about what that even means.
She's a woman who's part philosopher, part trailblazer, part artist, and she's a rebel. She expresses her artistry in every aspect of her life.
And how did you go about selecting the women?
For me, it always starts with the work. So there's a language that you see in someone's work, and it's like, I'm speaking that language and I understand it and I want to know more. So that's the starting point. I think one of the things I love about this dinner tonight, that you've invited all these women from around the world, and the extraordinary thing is they're coming. We have got these women flying in from all over the world to be together, and I think it's fascinating to even ask the question, would that have happened pre-pandemic?
Right.
Because we've been working in isolation, they've been working in their little studios, and they need to be together with other creative women, and you've given us that opportunity.
We met during the pandemic, and actually you had to do the shoot of my home over Zoom.
And it just seemed impossible, of course, until I start thinking, well, I have an assistant in Italy, why don't we send the assistant to the apartment? And he hooked me up so I could see through the lens in Melbourne, sitting at my desk.
For me, creativity, we all have it. Women are giving birth. That's a massive creation. You're creating dinner. That's a creation. And we're constantly recreating in our day-to-day lives. It's like once you tap into your own gifts, then it's about like, how can I share this with people? How can I get other people involved? And I feel like that is a really deep form of creativity that is meaningful.
A lot of the way the women in the book work is that it's a very intuitive process, it's a very instinctive process, and that intuition, I think, has so much value that in the past has often been not recognised as being important. More and more we're recognising that as a driver, as a, being in touch with how things feel in your body, and expressing that. And in fact, some of the women talk about using their bodies to release their creative impulses.
I love to have people around, and I specifically found a home after my divorce that's pretty big for a single woman and a dog. And I always said the reason I wanted a big home in Milan was because I want to fill it. So this house is always hosting people, and I love the fact that we're all going to sit down and have this moment of connectivity. This is about connecting with women on a deeper level. Double J supporting and just shining the light on other women who are doing magnificent work. And as we discussed, honey, that's just a seed and our first little plant. Let's grow a garden.
Yeah, we're going to
have a massive garden. Let's do it. Co-create. It's co-creation.
Looking forward to it.
Good. Thank you so much, baby.